So you may have seen that Jared from Subway has a true crime miniseries. It's available on Discovery Plus. It's called Jared from Subway, Catching a Monster. Now look, I haven't quite finished this. I'm 2 episodes of the 3 in, and I am not picking up the vibe I believe that the documentarian wanted. From 2008 to 2017, I programmed 10 independent film festivals. I've seen more documentaries than anyone. There are many manipulative things that occur in your average documentary that go over the heads of most viewers. In many cases, it's innocuous, like adding sound effects to archival footage. Discovery's true crime miniseries, Jared from Subway, Catching a Monster, does not come across as the way it's intended. Unlike what you may have been told, a documentary is not a journalist reporting a story. They're intended to encourage an emotional reaction in the viewer, to enforce or sway an opinion. A documentary that sets out to report historical facts will have a different structure from a true crime mystery. This entire documentary serves as a straw man argument. It's intended to make a hero of this local radio show host, Rochelle Herman, who purportedly befriends Jared over the course of several years just to bring him down. I mean, come on, he's Jared from Subway, pop culture icon, gets to travel the world while she's a single mom stuck in a town. Oh, but if I was known as the one who exposed Jared from Subway, just think, I'd get so many opportunities, book deals, TV show, I'd finally be the star that I was born to be. Most of the miniseries is her voiceover telling us how she was so cunning and tried to trap Jared, recording his conversations and turning it over to the FBI. Things that in her mind make her sound like a hero, when in actuality it sounds like she coerced Jared into roleplay fantasy conversations. She even set up a trap. Hey, if he comes to my son's birthday party, that's when we can bust him. What, for coming to a kid's birthday party? When was that illegal? Especially if you're invited. Oh, but when he doesn't take that bait, she seems to fabricate a death threat from Jared. And Rochelle's going to get away with this because it's so unpopular to defend a convicted sex offender, especially when the matter of the crimes involve minors. As such, I believe that our justice system has weighed the scale in a manner in which it is incredibly easy to get somebody imprisoned for said crimes. In fact, there was a Survivor contestant whom you may have heard. He got locked up for many years for having child pornography on his computer. What you don't know is what was found on his computer were tiny thumbnail images, and that it only takes one of these thumbnails to say that you have the child pornography on your computer and you can go away for some 20 years or so. It would be incredibly easy to maliciously infect computers with such material through viruses, ransomware, and yet our justice system would view each of these victims as someone who perpetrated the crime, as though they actually shot to the video. The series goes off on a tangent to introduce Jared's associate. His stepdaughters talk about how he made highlight videos of their softball games, and the doc presents this as creepy behavior because no one else's dad was doing it. Really? Because they sure do it now to present a Sizzle reel to college programs seeking scholarships. When you label forward thinking as creepy, you mitigate actual dangerous behavior. For example, if you have an unpaid parking ticket and your friend is a murderer, but we call both of you criminals, what value does that label actually carry? Abusing labels makes perverse behavior more acceptable and creates a world where adults have to be mean to kids just to avoid being labeled as way too interested in seeing kids succeed. Which is why I have to be a dick to everybody, so that I'm not called some groomer. Short of being caught red, well, let's say one-handed, and having an actual set of victims, other than the accusations of one wannabe celebrity radio show host, I think some reasonable changes are in order. Look, I wasn't there. I didn't see if Jared did or didn't actually do something illegal. But years of working a guy over with this long con entrapment just doesn't seem like justice to me.
If you appreciate a YouTube channel that doesn't just pad out content to get to the 8-minute mark so that it can hammer you with ad breaks, then you should subscribe to my son's channel. You just got done watching it.